Guys, I'm a state certified instructor. We're going to go ahead and do some three-point turnarounds. So I'm reversing, so I want to turn my wheel to the right. The rear of the car will go to the right, and the front will swing out to the left. Then I turn back, hand over hand. I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. You'll be able to see me turning hand over hand into the turn. My foot is covering the brake. I go up and then I turn out hand over hand. I squeeze my brake. Then you're going to see me reverse. I'm looking over my shoulder and I turn hand over hand to the right. The rear goes to the right. The front swings out to the left. And then I put it in drive. I want you to see these maneuvers, how I turn the wheel. I'm turning on my left turn signal. Inside view, you'll be able to see my hands, both hands on the wheel. Turn back, hand over hand. That's a pretty good maneuver. Smooth and easy. Now I'm going to reverse. I look over my shoulder. I'm going straight back slowly. I turn hand over hand to the right, looking out of my back window. Even if I had a backup camera, I'm still not trusting that. I turn back hand over hand. I'm staying in the middle, staying square. I'm gonna go ahead and make a right turn. I'm squeezing my brake. These are stall parking maneuvers. You can see me turn that wheel hand over hand in, and then I turn out hand over hand. Now I'm gonna reverse. You see me looking over my shoulder, turning the wheel to the left, so I'm looking over my left shoulder, sweeping across, looking, squeezing my brake. I turn back, hand over hand. Then I turn out. I'm in the center right side of the road. I'm gonna turn on my left turn signal. I'm going down to the 4th parking spot. I turn hand over hand into the turn, and I turn out hand over hand. That's a really nice maneuver. I put it in park. Then I'm looking, I'm checking. Then I'm gonna go ahead and reverse back. I'm looking over my right shoulder. I'm turning hand over hand to the right. And then I straighten up, I turn back, hand over hand, right? Going up nice and slow, nice and smooth. I'm gonna turn on my left-hand turn signal. I turn hand over hand into the turn. I turn back out, hand over hand. Squeezing the brake, putting it in park. Now I'm gonna go ahead and reverse. I'm looking over my shoulder. I turn hand over hand to the right, coming out nice and smooth, nice and easy. And then I turn back, hand over hand. Again, taking my time, doing a good job. I'm turning on my left turn signal. I want to get the car into the lines. I split it right in half, and then I turn back, hand over hand. Okay? Then I put it in park. I'm looking, I'm checking. Now I'm going to go ahead and reverse back. I turn hand over hand to the right, looking over my shoulder. These parking maneuvers are excellent for any driver who wants to get better. So I'm going up, turn on my left turn signal. I'm turning hand over hand into the turn. Squeezing the brake, I turn out. I'm at about 2 miles an hour, if you want to know. Then I squeeze my brake. I put it in park. Then I reverse. I'm going to turn my wheel to the right. The rear goes to the right. The front swings out to the left. You see me looking around, checking. And then I turn back, hand over hand. Again, I'm in the middle right side because in America, we drive on the right. If we were in another country, say Australia, we would drive on the left. I turn hand over hand into the turn, blinkers on, and I turn back, hand over hand out. Practice these maneuvers. I'm going to go ahead and reverse back. I'm looking over my shoulder. I turn hand over hand to the right. The rear goes to the right. The front swings out to the left. I'm always looking. And then I turn back, hand over hand. I'm not hitting the gas real hard. That's too hard. You'll lose control. I'm turning on my left turn signal. I'm covering my brake. I turn back, hand over hand. I'm going to go ahead and reverse back. I'm looking over my shoulder, turning my wheel to the right. The rear goes to the right. The front swings out to the left. And I'm turning hand over hand. I'm turning on my right turn signal. I'm squeezing my brake. I'm splitting the parking spot right in half. The car goes in nice and easy. You can see me actually looking. This is the side view today. Good. So let's review. I'm a state certified instructor. I teach teens and adults. I know this brought you value. Give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you like. I will give you more of this content. I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate you. Bye.